today is it. I start at Game Theory Parody today. And hey, I've made Roblox content before and I still like the game, so how about we start this series off on a Roblox theory. Welcome to Game Theory, the show that always has a good parody right next to the big one. So today is my, first time trying this. Well, that you guys know of. Fun fact, this is about my 10th take for the first Game Theory parody. I've just been trying to find out how to do it right, and if you're seeing this, then this is the lucky take. 10th or something times the charm, they say. But my first theory today is on the Roblox Hunt, which if you don't know is a recent Roblox event that's come out recently. And for this event, they released an exclusive bundle, the KORBLOX DEATHWALKER. And hey, it has definite, obviously there's some more! So, yeah, let's get into it. So today we're going to be focusing on 2 of the 100 games in the Hunt. Tower Defense Simulator.
There were a lot of little problems here.
And Death Ball.
Oh, that was so cool! I spawned walls.
Mainly because their mini games for the Hunt had the KORBLOX DEATHWALKER featured in it. And of course there were some other games with really good lore, like Please Donate and RV Battles.
So you clearly
But since they didn't have KORBLOX DEATHWALKER in it, I'm not sure if they're really affiliated with the main DEATHWALKER lore that we're focusing on in today's video. So, I'd just like to point out, this guy looks a bit creepy. He looks a bit Grim Reaper-y, sort of. He looks mysterious. And we know for a fact he's powerful. Let's go back to the 2 games we're focusing on. In Tower Defense Simulator, he sends a ton of his armies after us, including people from the Tower Defense Simulator who will betray us. Honestly, I don't know too much about the Tower Defense Simulator lore, but hey, that could be a theory on its own. Who knows? But also, it comes out at the end. When all of its troops are defeated, the big boy himself comes out trying to reach the end, which would, I don't know, destroy the world or something. That's another theory for another time. But in Death Ball, he straight up just tries to kill us. He's constantly throwing the ball back at us. Which if you don't know, in Death Ball, damages you and eventually murders you. Hi there, it's Declan in editing. I'd just like to add, yes, he was also doing a ton of custom abilities. So, yeah. The DEATHWALKER is a cold-blooded murderer. I mean, not that we don't murder his troops and himself, but technically he's the murderer here. And here's where I got confused. You probably played Death Ball, then Tower Defense Simulator, or vice versa. Or maybe you played one and didn't play the other. But I played both, and I started to wonder, how is he alive? Considering this guy is so powerful, we still killed him in whatever previous game. So how is he alive fighting in the next game? This could just be plot armor or whatever. But I think that there's more to this. So, here's my theory that will get into a deeper theory. The KORBLOX DEATHWALKER can clone himself. And I tried to find out what connection that could have to anything. At first, I thought he could be a god figure, but that theory went quickly out the window, as I realized, by looking at the web, that if God was killed, the whole world would be destroyed, and only the KORBLOX DEATHWALKER dies when we kill him. The universe doesn't go with him. So, here's my second theory. I spent a bit of time looking into this, and thinking back to my recollection of how he is portrayed in previous things. And here's my theory. Loyal theorists, hear me out. The KORBLOX Deathwalker is Death. Like the one from Puss in Boots, not like figurative death. Play the clip.
You are no bounty hunter. You are Death. And I don't mean it metaphorically or rhetorically or poetically or theoretically or in any other fancy way. I'm Death. Straight up.
Yeah, like that. Death, the guy. So, what proof do I have to back this up? His name has Death in it. Nope, I'm kidding. That is not all of the proof. Don't click off. So, hear me out. Remember earlier in the video when I said this guy looked sort of like a Grim Reaper? That's what Death is, the Grim Reaper. The KORBLOX Deathwalker literally has a scythe on his back. The weapon of the Grim Reaper. I mean, there's quite a bit of evidence pointing to him. And as if it can't get better for my theory. Actually, it really doesn't. I looked up if Death could die because he's, well, Death. And I didn't really find anything talking about, like, the guy. So, yeah, not necessarily much to go off. But theoretically, I mean, he is Death. If he gets killed, he'll go back to wherever dead people go. And then, boom, he can just go back to the world to continue killing people. And here's my method for how he's killing himself. The fate of Deathwalker wants us to die. I mean, theoretically, multiple people are dying every second. Theoretically, there would be one Grim Reaper there for all of us. And sure, if you're in a multiplayer server for something like Deathball, there is only one of him there. But he can kill all of you. Theoretically, the Deathwalker, if he really was Death, could split into multiple people to kill us. So, can be cloned, can die, has Death in the name, and looks like the Grim Reaper. I think we've just made a successful theory here, folks. The KORBLOX Deathwalker is Death himself. And hey, I'm gonna keep looking into this. If I can find more, I will update you guys. Well, part 2 theory. Interesting. But yeah, KORBLOX Deathwalker really is Death. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching.